Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's a girl. Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's a girl. Owamie Nichwazoro, aka the only Miss Fia Focal in this YouTube streets. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, I do have to also just say that, guys. Maybe I should not call myself Miss Fia Focal anymore. Because I am about a little bit fearful. Did you guys hear? General Mukwanazi, the Lord Mukwanazi, exposed the Minister of Police. He that is supposed to reign supreme, higher than everybody for corruption and working with them criminals. South Africa is a banana country. We are a banana shem. We are a banana country. We should just start accepting, because what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? But anyway, today's story is not about that right now. There's a previous video where I spoke about this, and I'm sure it's the one that came before this one. Let's talk about Grace Mondlana, who is currently grieving the passing of her ex-boyfriend. So this is what she said. Sipho was the love of my life for over 5 years. I have kept my relationship with him off the internet for so long, and would love I would always say I'm traveling alone, where else I was with him every single time. I really protected us. My varsity sweetheart, we met when I was 18 and he was only 24. Shared so many of our first together, our first time at the beach, our first jobs, and first flights. We did it all together. A recent goal we clocked was renovating both our homes. In the beginning of 2025, we decided to part ways and explore a life without one another. While we still checked in on each other, we both made the decision to move on, and we both ended up finding our own people and cutting ties for good. The night before he passed in a horrible car accident, he sent me a message which was an indirect goodbye, mentioning how he is proud of me and that I should continue to take care of myself. This has been hardest week of my life, but I know God will cover me with strength. I have a supportive family, friends, and partner. May his soul rest in peace. Okay, now her boyfriend, whose name was Sipho, did pass away. He passed away in a horrible car accident. And so what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna just go ahead and put Grace's stories, because I did like screen record, so there'll be one after another, and I'll be right back. there was also this story where she said, and as my final act of love, I gave him the most beautiful send off. Although I always wish he'd wake up and say, chubby cheeks, uyakhala, uyakhala, and then with laughing emojis. Now, at this point, I would like to say my deepest condolences, obviously, to her, friends, family, and everyone. And I did see that, on Twitter, there were people that were starting to try clock it. I don't know, like, basically just ask, like, okay, this is not, Grace is in a new relationship right now, and from what she said we both found new partners, which means her ex-boyfriend must have also gotten a new partner. Now, when she was saying that, as her final act of love, she gave him the most beautiful send off, I'm just asking myself, God, did you pay for this man's funeral? Obviously that's just a question, but knowing Grace, if you watch her videos, Grace is very generous, so it wouldn't be a surprise for me, it wouldn't be a shock, and I'm sure she would have insisted that I want to actually do this, which again, if that's something that's gonna help her heal or feel good, why not? Now, to the people that were asking, I feel we're only in July. This is only 6 months of this year. If these two decided that they were going to break up this year, it means that breakup is not even 7 months. Even if they had chose to break up the first day of this year, it's not even 7 months compared to over 5 years that she was actually with this man. I mean, as she said, for 5 years, this was the love of her life. And I think there's also that thing where there are certain people that don't understand that you can be an ex with someone and still wish them well. Sometimes you really you wish your exes well from a distance. Even if you don't wish them well, you don't really want them to die, and it seems like her and her ex, they really were in good terms, to a point where he even texted her the day before he actually passed. Now, how the new partners feel about this whole dynamic is what I do not know. I don't even want to lie. I really honestly do not know. I've had a situation where my ex passed and I was in a new relationship, and I remember my partner at that time was not having it. I mean, I was crying, I was everything, and time came where I had to go home because I wanted to pay my last respects to my ex. And my partner at that time, he didn't understand. Like, I was like, bitch, packed my bags. Packed my bags, went home, and I saw my ex. I paid respect to my ex, and I remember his partner at the time, because she knew of me. She didn't appreciate that at all. Well, that's a whole private story time. But what I'm simply saying is that there are partners that I know just will not understand. And I was just like, listen, I don't care about you right now. Like, I'm going through the most, and I'm gonna see my ex, and I'm gonna say my final goodbyes. You are gonna just have to deal with it. And he dealt with it, And I'm glad, because that relationship didn't even work out. So I could have just missed on saying my final goodbyes to my ex. For what, but I completely understand her. I 1,000% understand, obviously, the fact that she would be hurt. She is grieving, absolutely understandable. And just looking at the videos and the pictures that they shared, you can see that it seems like they were in a really happy relationship, and she really protected them. Like, I mean, for the longest time, we didn't even know if she had a boyfriend or not, because she never went into like couple goals, couple relationship, none of that. So it really honestly is just such a sad situation. So yeah, girl, like, you have every right to grieve, every right to grieve. So my deepest condolences. I think the other thing again that we should talk about is the accident that he was involved in. If it is the one that I saw, he was involved with a truck, and there were also other cars there. So this is the whole issue about South Africa being so corrupt and things not working the way that they're supposed to work. I feel like, guys, like, when it comes to trucks, there's not a lot of regulations, and that's why these truck drivers are killing people on the road. Now, I'm not saying that it was the truck driver's fault or anything like that, but it does seem like he rammed into some cars, you know. I've heard a voice note of a truck owner. I don't know if it's a truck owner or whatever, but they were calling a truck driver and they were forcing the truck driver to say 4 hours is more than enough time for you to sleep. You need to get on the road and drive, whether if the driver is tired or not. They really don't care. They just care about this needs to be delivered, this needs to be there. And in all honesty, if you want to keep your job after 4 hours, whether you've slept well or not, you are gonna want to go to work because you want to keep your job. But unfortunately, now you're on the road, you are driving this giant monster that one mistake is death, literally. For other people, I just find it to be very much unfair, and I feel like there's not a lot of regulations when it comes to this stuff because we are living in a banana country. South Africa is a banana country, so you know they are just not enforcing these laws, and it really honestly is something that is quite sad. Now, I don't know exactly what happened, but I would like to say, you know, RIP to him. And I think that, man, there's something that we need to do, guys. Too many trucks are killing people on the road. And no, we need to change. We need to do something about this. It's quite just unacceptable. Anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. From Owamie, was all. I love you guys. Stay blessed. And I will see you guys my next upload. Bye, ninjas.